Hi guys, I am Umar Nazim and welcome to Let's Code. In the previous videos, I showed you how to do addition, multiplication, division and subtraction and what are the commands in Java. With this, we also covered some more topics. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how to read a value from the keyboard. In other words, how can a user input a data with his own choice. So for this purpose, we will use a scanner class. So without wasting any time, let me show you. So as you can see here, I have created a project and here we have our package which is pack01 and here we have our class read keyboard. Within this class, we have our main method to start the execution. So within the main method, I will use a scanner class to read input from the keyboard. So for this purpose, I am going to write here scanner. So I will give a name. So this name is up to you, whatever you want to give, but I'm going to write here scan. Then it give a new scanner. So within these two parentheses, you have to write this statement system.in. So now I will explain you. So this scanner is actually a class in Java to read an input from the keyboard. Then after writing this one, we have to create an object for this one. So whenever, actually in Java, whenever you call one class within the main class, so for that purpose, you have to make an object of that class. So here, as you can see that, so after that, within these two parentheses, I write here system.in. So what does it means? Actually, I am telling to my system that I will give an input. So it means system.in means that I am giving an input. So when I will move my cursor in this scanner, as you can see that it is showing a message import scanner. So as you can see, when I click here, import java.util.scanner has imported successfully. So it is our library. Java.util.scanner is our library. So after that, I will create here some variables. First one is string name. After that, I will create a second string surname. So after that, I will create an integer, which is an integer age. After that, I will write here character. Now character is for gender. So after that, I will use another data type, which is long. Now, sorry, this one is small. So now I'm going to use here another data type, which is long. Actually, long is used when you are dealing with the larger in length, the integers, the values larger in length. So you will use here long, and I will write here mobile number. So after that, I will use here one more double for CGPA. So now, as you can see that I have created here different data types variables. One is name, other is surname, then age, gender, mobile number, and CGPA. So first of all, I'm going to display a message to our user by using system.out. So I'm going to write here, please enter your name. So as I mentioned before that this time we will not give any input. We will not initialize the values. The user will initialize the values of his own choice. So for that purpose, here I will use the name variable. So because I have to store the name into the name variable. Then for here I use the equal sign to assign the values. Now this time actually I have to use this scanner, this object name. So this object name, the scanner, I will use here scanner, because to read an input from the keyboard I will use here scanner, and when I will press here this dot, as you can see that our compiler is showing different options to us. Now I am dealing with a string, so when you're dealing with the strings you have to write here scan dot nextLine. So you can search here, as you can see here scan dot nextLine is used for the string. So it is also mentioned this scanner is used for the string. So I will click here. So as you can see, So now for the second message, I will display to the user. Now this time I will display to the user, please enter your surname. So now as you can see that I write here, please enter your surname. Now this surname variable, now here I write this, the name of the variable surname. Now this surname is stored in the surname variable. So for that reason, again I have to use here scan, and here I will use again the next. Now as you can see here, next line. So again I'm using the next line. Now I'm going to deal, next time I'm going to deal with the integers, so you will see the difference. So I write here, please enter your age. Now this time age is an integer, so I will use here the age variable. Now again I have to use the scan dot, I will use here. Now actually now we are using with the integers, so for the integers I have to select this one, nextInt. So as you can see that here we get the option scanner, that is an integer. So I will click here. Now this time, now for the fourth time, now we are dealing with the genders. I have to deal with the genders, so I will write here again the same statement, so I can copy this one like this, as you can see here. So now I have to write here, please enter your gender. So if I write here, please enter your gender, now I will use here the gender variable, and I will again use the scan dot. Now one important thing is here, actually this gender is a character. So for the character, actually I will not use this one integer or the next line. So for the gender I will use here just next, and after that here I will use the parameters. So these two parentheses are also called parameters. So here these two parentheses are also called parameters. So I will use here these two parentheses. After that, because I'm dealing with the character, so here I will use charAt. So as you can see that when I write here .char, so as you can see in the first option it is written charAt, then within the parentheses it is written integer index. So it means I will put here the index of an integer. So as you can see, I will put here, for example, I write here 0. Then again I have to use, now this time I will put here mobile number. So please enter your mobile number. So now again I have to use this one, mobile number. Then I have to use again scan dot. Now this time when I press this one dot, as you can see in the first option it is showing next long. So this one is for the long. Now we have to deal with double. So again I have to use this one, system.out, and here I will use please enter your CGPA. So as you can see, now please enter, sorry, now we will not use this one again, this statement, and here I have to use now CGPA variable. Now I will use again here scan. Now here I use this one scan and dot, I will again use dot. So as you can see, now we are dealing with a double, and in the first option you can see nextDouble. So now again I have here some mistake, so I will use here CGPA. So as you can see that when I will highlight this one, so this one is also highlighted, this one is also highlighted. So again I will close this one. Now to get an output, what can we do? So to get an output, again we will use here the same structure, system.out print line. I will use here. So now for this time, again I have to use just the variable names. So I will put here name, surname, here I will use age, Now here I will use gender. So now I will use here mobile number. Now here I will use CGPA. So now I'm going to run this program and you will see it. So as you can see in the console bar, now I am going to give the values by my own choice. The user will give the values by his own choice. So I will put the name here, for example, Hamza. Now the second name is Unal. Now the age is, for example, let's suppose you can say 24. Now the gender is male. Now the mobile number is, you can suppose any mobile number, and the CGPA is. Now actually for the CGPA I declared the double, so that's why I have to use the decimal. So I'll use a 3.88. So now as you can see that in the output, Hamza, this one Unal, the age is 24. Now here one important point is here it is male, just M. Why it is M? Because I write here male, the full length male. So as you can see that here in the gender I use here next.character at 0. Now what it means character at 0? So when I will use when I will give an input as a string, it will just select the character at 0. Now here in the male, this one is 0, this one is 1, this one is 2, and this one is 3. So as you can see that I use here 0. So if instead of 0, if I put here 1, then it will show me this A, just this A. So to get a gender, actually we have just two genders, one is male and female. So I will get just the first index, that's why I use here 0. Now one more thing I want to show you. If I want to give a space between my output here, for example, this one and this one, the output Hamza. So how can I give the output? So for the output, I have to use here. So this one system.out.println, then I will use again here two quoted commas, and I will use the \n for the new line. So when I will run this one, so as you can see, okay, so here again I will give a value which is Hamza, the second name is Unal. Now the age is 24 and the gender is male. Now mobile number, let's suppose you can write any mobile number. So GPA is 3.88. So now as you can see that there is a space between Hamza and so this input and our output, as you can see here. So guys, that's it for today. If you like the video, subscribe my channel, write your comments, give your opinion and share it with your friends. See you in the next video with the new topic. Take care.